This video is brought to you by Skillshare.
Hello everyone! Today we're gonna help this little guy by making a leather map of Hyrule from the game Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've always been a big fan of Link and all the Zelda games since I was a kid. I think I've played them all but one, Breath of the Wild on Switch. But it's my kid's birthday in a few days. He doesn't know yet, but he's gonna get the game. So I thought it would be nice to make him a big laser map to help him in his adventure. The goal is not to make a perfect map with bright colors as you can see in the game or on the internet. I just want to make him a big laser map with a lot of details so it can help him when he's playing. The kind of map that a true adventurer would carry in his bag in real life. Let's get started. First of all, I needed to find a map of Hyrule. After a quick research on the internet, I found one I really liked. So I downloaded it and created a new document in Illustrator. I wanted to make a big map, so I'm going with 900mm by 510mm. That will be the final size of the leather map. What I had to do is to import the map of Hyrule, resize it, and save it as a PDF file. Then I could print and assemble it. If you want to make one yourself, just be sure to add a margin of 10mm and cutting lines to make it easier to assemble. When all the pages were ready, I carefully glued them together and trimmed the excess. I cut one margin with my cutting wheel and a straight edge, then used paper glue to put the map together. I really took my time because there is a lot of roads and forest and small details I needed to align perfectly. Now we have the paper map to size. I'm going to use tracing paper to transfer it onto the leather. I taped the map to my desk so it couldn't move and used Lasercraft tracing paper to trace the whole map. This was really time consuming, but once I was done, I had a perfect map, full of details, and I was able to choose the ones I wanted to emboss into the leather later on. When the tracing paper was ready, I chose the leather I wanted to use. I went for 2.5 mm vegetable tanned leather. This leather is not the most expensive one. It's not perfect, has small imperfections and scratches, but it will be perfect for an adventurer map. I cut a piece just a little bit bigger than what I needed for the map, so I was sure to have room to tape the tracing paper to the leather. I used warm water to wet the leather and my smallest tracing tool to emboss the map. It's a very slow process, but it also gave me time to think about the map and what I wanted on it. I went for all the roads, the houses, the stables, main spots, and key lines. Pretty much everything, in fact. I made a quick jig with my 3D printer, so I was sure to get a perfect circle for the compass. When the wall map was embossed, I just needed to let it dry before the next step. It's going to take a moment for the leather to fully dry so we can apply the dye. So it feels like a good opportunity to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes for creative and curious people. You can explore new skills and develop existing interests, and they have a lot of different topics like crafts, illustration, film and video, or productivity. I've been using Skillshare myself for months to improve my video editing skills and work on specific topics about my editing software with Brad Newton and his class called Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2021 Video Editing for Beginners, and especially his classes about color grading. Just like I did, you can improve your existing skills or even explore new challenges on Skillshare. You can also find classes about productivity and lifestyle that can really help improving your workflow. The annual subscription is less than $10 a month, and you'll get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on project and feedback from a great community of creative people. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. You'll get an unlimited access to thousands of classes and videos you can access at any time, on any device, whenever your schedule allows it, or when your leather needs some time to dry. Thank you again to Skillshare for supporting me and my work. Now let's get back to the map. Now the map is fully dry, so we can start applying leather dye and give it some colors. But I'm not gonna color everything. I don't want to make it look like a video game map. I want to make it look like an adventurer map. So I'm just gonna color a few spots, important places and names, and by the very nature of leather, it's very difficult to emboss small details and color them. So I will have to make some choices. Let's see how it goes. I used an alcohol-based leather dye. This step was probably the longest one, as I was really scared to spill the bottle of dye all over the map. When I was done with the leather dye, I used a brown color pen to trace all the roads and the shorelines. I trimmed the map to size and used the beveler to rough the edges. Then I added a little bit of brown dye around the edges to make it look like a real adventurer map. The last step was to let the map fully dry and apply 2 coats of oil to unify the colors and protect the leather. I have to say I'm super happy with the result. I love how the map turned out. I really like all the shades of colors, and I really hope my kid will like it as well. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Also a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Till next time, be good, be safe, keep making, and see you in the next one.